What's up guys, I'm back with another video and here we are in the gym, the dead silent gym. Why is it so quiet? Because I'm in here at 11:30 on a Friday night. There's nothing I'd rather be doing. And this is a video I've wanted to make for a while in the gym, a quiet gym. It's much more intimate, just me and you here in the gym. But what we're gonna talk about today is bench press, a hands-on video. I'm gonna kind of go over some stuff that I've changed with my bench press form because form is very, very important. It's gonna allow you to lift the most weight possible in the safest way. So we want to bench press smart, so lift a lot of weight using good leverages, but also safe and taking care of our shoulders because you really don't want a shoulder injury. So let's jump into it. A few changes that I made, and the first thing that I have made with my bench press, a big change, is my setup. So if you've watched my videos before, I used to set up by putting my feet up on the bench and then raising my glutes and putting my feet back, and that's an okay way to set up. But this way, just a little change, is I'm actually sliding all the way to the back of the bench, setting my feet, and then using the bar to pull myself forward. And once I'm in that position, everything is tight and good to go. I have good thoracic extension of the spine, a nice little arch in my whole back, lower back, and thoracic spine area like I just said, and I'm good to go. And I've got my shoulders pinned up against the bench, because you have to think about it. When you are benching, you're actually going to be pushing off of your back. The back is the stable base. So you can't really have a weak base to press off of because you're going to be screwed right from the get-go. So setup, very important. And the next thing that I've done, it's a really, honestly, a minor change, but I'm actually changing the way that I am gripping the bar. So I used to grip the bar in a position where I would consider it pretty high up in my hand. So when I gripped it, I would be holding the bar kind of like this. I would have this weird angle here in my wrist. So what I have done to fix that is lower the position of the bar, and I'm kind of putting it right on this big bone right here. So when I grip it, I'm going to have a straight line, and I'm not gonna have this weird crooked wrist thing that I used to have. And that has allowed me to actually come down to my chest and have everything be in a line. That's what you want. You want to have a line. You don't want to have like a real sharp bend in your wrist because that's going to give you pain, and it's not really going to allow you to get into that smooth groove that you want while you're bench pressing. And that's something that I'm really finding out lately. There's nothing better than hitting your groove while you're bench pressing. It's like you're a basketball player hitting some jump shots. When you're in your groove, it's just easier. And once you find your groove while you're bench pressing, it is easier as well. So I'm grabbing the bar, I'm squeezing it really tight with my new grip, and then there's a really small adjustment that I have started doing before I actually press, and it has to do with external rotation of my elbow. It's really, really subtle movement. Check it out right here. It's almost such a small movement you can't even really notice it, but what that is allowing me to do is allowing for my elbows to actually track and for my arms to come down and make a 45-degree angle. So I'm bringing the bar down to my lower chest. I'm actually rowing the bar down because tightness is so important. Just on the way down, you think it's kind of like, oh, this is my time to relax on a bench press, and then I actually have to work when I press it up. That is not the case because you work to set up, you have to stay tight, and you're not gonna stay tight if you just casually row the bar down. So I'm externally rotating my elbows a little bit, rowing the bar down to my lower chest, and really getting that nice 45-degree angle to keep my shoulders in a safe position. And you don't want your elbows to come flaring out. That's not what you want to do. Do not do that. A lot of stress on the shoulders that way. Bench press, smart and safe. I just worked with the bar tonight because I'm in here just showing you guys stuff, but I'm practicing being as explosive as possible, and that's going to translate into long-term strength gains for me because I am practicing the movement, I'm learning the motor pattern to be as explosive as possible. So when I do a 1-rep max or I'm getting into heavy weights, I will be explosive and I will be putting out more power than just had I been practicing by just nonchalantly going through the movements. And another thing, once you're at the bottom of the movement and you're getting ready to explode, you've got to use a little leg drive. And leg drive is one of those misunderstood cues for me. I honestly didn't know what it meant for the longest time, and I would just push my feet into the ground. My glutes would end up coming off the bench. But the tighter I stay, the easier it is for me to realize what leg drive is. And it just kind of clicked with me. But a good way to illustrate it is pretend like you're doing a leg extension into the ground with your feet on the ground. So you're not really pushing yourself down. It's almost like you're pushing yourself back into the bench. And like I said, that might kind of be hard to explain. That might be for a whole other video in itself, but leg extension into the floor really works well, and I'm pushing myself almost back towards my spotter. So there you guys have it, some things that I'm changing and improving with my bench press. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Give the video a like if you did, and the bench press gods might come visit you. And before I let you guys go, don't click away just yet. The NASM, the National Academy of Sports Medicine, is hooking you guys up with 2 free weeks to their online personal training certification course. And this is relevant. I've talked about it here a lot on the channel, but 2016, I'm going to take the NASM, or I'm going to start studying for it to become a NASM certified trainer, practicing what I preach. So if you guys want to check that out, maybe take the first 2 weeks, try it out, maybe do it with me. I will link it out down below in the description. Helps me out, helps the channel out, and I appreciate it as always. So thank you guys very much for watching, and I will talk to you next time.